proofread that, I don't think.
Nope.
Let's see, 144, High Mountains, the Iron Lock, and other maps. But yeah, if we got nobody who's gonna be able to do that, then I guess maybe we should just move a hex per. We can move 2 per day, right?
You can move 1 because you are moving. If you move this way, you have to stop here because that's moving into dark forest, which is 1 per quarter. If you stick to the outskirts, which is light forest, then it would be 2.
Well, I remember we moved last time 2 and 1.
Let me double check.
I mean, if we messed up last time, that's fine. I just want to be clear.
Double check here. These handouts are never big enough for my eyes.
Yeah, that's why I'm always using the PDFs, because I can never read a handout. You're wearing glasses. I should be wearing glasses.
And I'm still coming up on the screen like I'm blind.
Why aren't you wearing glasses?
They give me headaches.
Ah, that's a good reason.
Last time I checked was maybe 10 years ago when I had 80/60 vision.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably why if you put on readers with vision like that, you'll get headaches. I'll just stick with last week and say you traveled at 2.
Also, I'm just looking at these sheets, so maybe someone else got this too, but if you return to a hex on the map where you have been before, you don't need to make another roll to lead the way. It's just up to us to keep track of where we've been, but we're doing that with those little pin drops.
What page is that on?
It's not on a page. It's on Journey Reference Sheet number 2.
Yeah, the DM's book on that states a bit more that it's also time considerations. If a length of time has gone by and you feel that something may have happened in there, you probably want to roll. But if you
makes sense.
backtracked right now, I wouldn't require any rolls going back to the hollow.
Also, just to clarify, last time it was these 2 were 1, and then we had to do another one to get from here to here.
Okay.
Because I think you said this was the start of the Dark Forest or something last time.
Yes.
And in reference page, blah, 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 in the first reference page for travel, a typical hike is 2 quarter days of that's quarter days, and then the hiking distance is based on the hex difficulty.
Yes.
And that's in the other one. And that says open terrain is 2 hexes per quarter day, and difficult terrain is 1 per quarter day, and that's on foot.
Yeah, I considered it that the difficult terrain started after you got here. That was how we had worked it last time. And then this became the difficult terrain in here. So you've traveled that section in the quarter day. Moving to this hex will be 1/4 of a day.
Question.
Yes.
When would we eat and drink?
That would be when you are not hiking. But
Right, it has to be its
anytime
own
during the
specific quarter day segment.
yeah. But you can eat while you're making camp or doing something like
Right, and we still have.
you
Did you change the side on the token to reflect the quarter day change?
you have not traveled to the next hex yet.
Right, but that was okay. I thought that was the part of the day it was when we started moving. Okay.
Yeah, no, you started all morning, which is a sunrise.
And that is.
This is midday right here, 2nd quarter of the day.
All right, because I also don't remember the terminology for the quarters of the day. Midday and so morning, midday, afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we refer to it as the same thing. even first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter.
I'm just trying
Like
to keep in
football.
mind that I don't think that we've eaten today, so I just wanted to...
Yeah, we have to eventually.
Right, but we can only move one more time anyway, so I guess after that we can set up a camp, right?
Yes.
Right, so I guess we move forwards into the dark forest.
All right then. If everybody wants to make your rolls.
Uh,
I mean, I kind of botched our last one. I pulled it out, but now we're at equal scouting power. So I don't know, Klingerton, do you want to keep watch on this next leg of the journey?
Yeah, I'll do some scouting for the party.
Haddock knows his way through everything.
Apparently, I think I'm just getting real lucky in the system.
Yeah, right? You should play some Risk.
I rolled two die rolls and gotten successes, so something weird's happening.
you're doing better than I ever could.
Must have been that kid I sacrificed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Klingerton, you have failed the roll. Are you going to push?
Now, what would I damage on a push? My wits again?
Yes.
I'll push it real good.
I think something has to be said. I'll wait till say it after you rolls. Okay. Something has to be said for not damaging yourself before you get to the place, which would kill you.
Well, that damage will heal up while resting.
There's also
Unless
the
you're-
double indemnity of the scout, right? If the scout second roll fails, you take the damage, and you might get into a bad situation. You'll get damaged more.
Yep. But you do succeed on that push. Make sure you mark down your 2 willpower. 1 for the push, 1 for the damage. It moves on to the third quarter of the day.
How
Lovely
much?
picture of the
What happens when we
Indian
get like 4 willpower?
You have a meter that you're clicking off the willpower. There
Yeah.
is a maximum on that.
6, I think.
There's more than 6 slots there.
It's however many dots you can fill in is the limit.
10.
The 3 limit is how many you can get on one pushed roll.
Okay, so what happens when you get 10 willpower?
You die.
You should be spending them.
You explode. You're too manly.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good.
See that X-Men movie where they juiced the one guy up with so much power he exploded?
See, I was going to go with the Green Lantern version.
Mm.
You know, they're powered on willpower.
I mean, either or.
But you know, I guess we're going to have to make camp.
Do you want me to try and hunt or something with survival?
You'd have no way of turning it into actual food yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Do you want me to just sit around and do nothing?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
you-
what's on the handout? What can you do?
Keep watch, make camp.
I can help with the making camp, maybe.
One person makes camp, people can help with that role.
And making
That-
camp is what roll?
Okay.
Survival, and I do have some survival, so I can do it.
How much survival do you have?
2.
I mean,
Because,
overall, including your attribute.
Oh, it's like a 5.
So I can assure you, making camp is not the role to mess up.
I do have a tent, if that helps any.
I think we messed it up intentionally last time, right? And that's why we have no food.
I think so.
Okay, so quick question about group roles. How do they work in this game?
It's just each person that helps lends a die.
Got it. Well then. I will.
What's your
Two
survival
people, I
at?
believe, help.
My survival is now at 5, I believe, but I'll double check.
All right, mine's also at 5 at the moment, so I think I still have the second highest or something. I don't know.
Go ahead, make camp then.
Yes, it is 5 for me. But you can lead on this roll. Do I still roll to see if I lend you a die or not?
No, you just give the die.
Do I just add the die?
Miscellaneous. I believe you can just go into the dice pool part and click one on there.
Done. Just one extra miscellaneous then.
Unless somebody else helps as well.
I mean, I'll help, sure.
2.
No reason not to.
One person pitches 10, another person makes the fire.
Put that away. This is a PG stream.
Are you ready?
Oh, nice roll.
Yes.
So yeah, you find a lovely place to camp, nice little clearing, good spot for the fire on a nice little hill even. Everybody managed to looking to get a good night's rest on the third section of the day, so long as nothing happens.
Does
Somebody gonna-
resting replenish willpower?
Yes, it does.
No,
Alright,
willpower is different from what you think you're thinking.
Wits.
Yeah.
I'm asking
Yeah.
for willpower.
Attribute.
Willpower is experience.
No,
Or
willpower is not experience either.
Power is what you use to power your special talents.
Oh,
So,
that.
Arclight, is what you're asking is resting make your willpower go away? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
and I'm looking at various things on my sheet that say, or on in the book that say you spend willpower. That means the marks that you check go away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I thought for a second that spending willpower meant you were adding more to your pool to do these things, and that's what was dangerous about it. Okay.
No.
No, the danger is you're gaining willpower by hurting yourself. You can die if you keep pushing every roll you ever get.
Well, you won't die. You can't get a critical injury from pushing, and that is what would kill you.
You're going to put yourself really close to death by pushing every roll you're going to get.
You'll knock yourself unconscious or silly or whatever by pushing too hard.
Look, we had
Okay.
a 20-second stint there where everybody said something wrong, so I had to throw myself in there too.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you for your help.
is somebody keeping watch?
I thought that's what I was doing, but
Well, I'm out of
I
food.
couldn't. Oh, you're right. I wasn't yet. Okay, I was looking for the camp, making the camp. Okay.
You don't? Why'd you run out of food?
Because I rolled a 1, apparently. The skull.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Well, I've eaten today. Here's hoping we find rations in the
Oh, for fuck's
place
sake.
we go to tomorrow.
Water's fine.
Alright, here's the deal, Madrigal. If I die, you eat me. If you die, I'll eat you.
No.
Well, here's the
You-
problem, is you're not going to be able to agree to that after you're dead.
Well, no, I'm not going to let you eat me, but I will eat you. That's perfectly fine.
Right, but if you die, you're not going to be able to stop me. And
I
I'm going to
wasn't
be
pl-
real hungry.
You don't understand. I wasn't planning on dying.
Ah, yes.
You are also allowed to share things like rations and torches. You just reduce your die by however many you're giving to the other person.
Does anybody have any torches?
Sorry, I'm checking some rules out. Let me check.
I don't.
Torches.
Just
I
wanted to point
think I
that out.
did. Never mind. No torches here.
No torches, no arrows.
Yep.
And I still got food and water, which I can share, but so far no one's given me a good reason to, so we're just going to hold on to that for now.
I would.
Yeah, huh. Sorry, I was just reading the hunting table. Trying to figure out what to do if I actually do start to starve to death. It only gives you meat, which means we really did need a chef this whole time.
Yes.
Because rations are not meat. I guess you can't just eat meat.
Well, the raw meat could have a bit of an issue.
Well, see, there's already in the hunting mishaps, there's already having an issue with the food you eat. Like, if the thing you kill is sick, you get a disease with a virulence rating of 3.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is... I feel like this might be a flaw in the rules. I would think that you wouldn't have to have, like, a chef talent to be able to hold a piece of meat over a fire until it was kind of, like, charred crispy. I feel like you should be able to cook meat on your own. It just probably wouldn't be necessarily that great. And then, like, a chef talent would let you get better bonuses or something. I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, to the crafting rules of the game, a field ration is made of one meat, fish, or vegetable, and is required that you have the chef talent to make it.
Oh, well, hold on. Okay, so is the distinction between a ration which lasts and food that you hunt? Like, if you hunt food, you could eat it that night, but it wouldn't... But rations, like, last, right?
I'm going to be honest with you, that's literally what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Gotcha, okay. That would be good to know. I feel like it would make sense if it's like you could hunt and eat tonight. It doesn't mean you get rations, it just means you don't roll your rations for that day.
Yeah, I think it may be coming down to a run as written compared to a run as intended decision.
It just seems to me like the rations are for the long term, and the regular food is like whatever's for the day at that point.
Right, and that doesn't feel busted to me.
No, the way I would see it is if you hunt something or forage something and you eat it that day, that's one thing. If you're planning on taking it, then you have to cook it or salt cure it or something like that, which I would figure would need the talent.
That makes sense.
Then you would be able to safely take it with you as a food.
So ultimately, it just means that we'll have to set some time aside during our travels to make sure that we're hunting and or fishing.
I think the way it would work is somebody would spend a quarter of the day doing the activity, hunting, fishing, foraging. Then the next quarter would be the person actually doing the cooking.
See, my problem here is that, coming back to the chef thing, after I've searched the entire book for food and references to everything, right, is that you can turn vegetables, meat, and fish into food. You understand what I'm saying here is that if it's not already food, then vegetables, meat, and fish are not food.
Okay, well, hold on. I just want to check something. Okay, so when they say food, I feel like they're referring to food as it pertains to gear, which is we've been calling rations, right? I assume that means like non-perishable food, and it would add to your food die, right? Whatever that is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is falling into a run as written or a run as intended. What do we think the intention of this rule is compared to as it is written? As it is written is what Theta is saying, and it is not food.
Because if you look at the hungry condition, it's not asking what if a ration of food is a long-term thing or not. It says you have to eat a ration of food every day. So a ration of food in this isn't a here's this pre-packed thing of food that'll last me forever.
Yeah, I'm reading it. He's right.
Any amount of food is a ration of food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my vote would be I feel like this is a gap in the rules as written because I think it makes sense. Like, I don't think you need a chef to eat some raw fish. That's just sushi. Like, I don't think you need skill to cook something
Hey,
over
you
a
just
fire.
insulted a shitload of very highly educated chefs.
Okay, that's maybe a bad example.
Hold on.
I'm just
But
saying
yeah.
also this interpretation completely dismisses the crafting of food, the chef talent. We have to decide to get rid of an entire section of the game if we want to eliminate this part.
I don't think so because what I'm proposing here is not that it is not that we just hunt and then we increase our rations die. It's that we hunt and then we don't roll our rations die for the day that we hunted because I think that food would still be very perishable and it would still take time to hunt. It would take more time to hunt and then to cook it, and at that point you'd be increasing your food dice or die, right? Because that's the kind of stuff that would last, that you could stick in your backpack and we would eat over the course of multiple days of travel.
And if you were, say, 12
Wait.
hexes,
Page 151, right-hand column. You can eat vegetables raw. You then consume a unit of vegetables instead of rolling your resource dice for food.
That's basically what he was saying before, right?
Yeah. No, I'm saying that's literally the rules.
so basically you can eat vegetables raw, but you can't eat meat or fish raw.
So it's basically we can. Well, no, I mean that's just the first instance I found of it. I can try and find meat and everything else. I think now what we're finding here is that this is a difference between their rolling resource, which is the rations and water, for example, versus inventory tracking, which is meat, vegetables, and fish. So if we want to hunt and say we collect 4 things of meat, we then have to add meat to our inventory sheet and keep track of 4, 3, 2, 1 versus our rolling thing.
It says you can eat meat raw. You can consume a unit of meat instead of rolling your resource.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
yeah.
moving forwards with the assumption that the vegetable thing applies to also meat and fish.
Yes.
Right.
That works for me. Yeah.
So it becomes an inventory tracking thing and not a resource rolling thing.
That makes some sense.
Right.
All right.
Well,
So
we figured it out. We figured it out, guys.
So if you wanted to, you could spend the morning. I'll actually get ahead of ourselves because we were.
Yeah, we had
moving
just
on to
camped.
And then the evening you camped, and I believe somebody had made a scouting.
And yeah, basically what you said, you need to do this within a day or the vegetables will be spoiled. I'm assuming meat and fish say the same thing.
Pretty much.
All right. And somebody did make their scouting to keep watch overnight. So the evening goes uneventfully. Everybody gets a nice restful sleep. If you had any attribute damage, it does heal back up while you rest.
Okay. And so it wouldn't, if we had any of those conditions, hungry, sleepy, thirsty, or cold, right? I feel like I read that somewhere.
Yes, that would have an effect on you recovering.
Got it. So I guess that makes sense. Outside of combat, it would be difficult to actually get broken by these kinds of things, but maybe there is like a spiral that happens. So we'll see.
Yeah, basically you overpush.
So if you guys don't mind, in the morning, I think I'm going to go hunting.
Yeah, we can give up a quarter day.
I have a bow with arrows, so that is the prerequisite for part of the hunting. I don't know what you guys have.
I just have a dagger, probably not very useful for hunting.
Yeah, because it says ranged weapon or traps. So, but it also says more than one person can hunt. So that's why I'm wondering if anybody else has ranged weapons. No. Okay, so
I-
then I guess
no.
I go hunting. But I guess that means that you guys can't help me. Or
I-
can you?
You can go foraging if need be.
Yeah.
Oh, I take it back. I have a short bow. Look at that. Look at that. I can help you with hunting.
Or
Well,
we could both individually hunt and have better chances.
I'm good with that too.
Yeah, or you could help and give an extra die. Either way is good.
No, I'll roll. I probably won't push it, but let's see how we do.
Yeah,
And
I
you
like-
look forward for plants, I guess, with the scouting, right?
Yeah, I like the
What's
idea
that?
that we all go try and get food.
Yeah, I'll be looking for food then with a survival roll.
Okay. Foraging?
Yeah.
I'll try it too, even though I suck at it.
I guess I failed with no skull, though.
That is
Oh,
correct.
Jesus.
We're
Oh,
gonna
and I
starve to
failed
death
with two.
today.
Dumdeus is in bad shape. I got some successes though, so at least I get some veggies.
Yeah, Marigold and Klingerdin both succeed and manage to get themselves some provisions from
I'm a
units.
dwarf picking vegetables. This is so Dwarf Fortress.
What's that?
I'm a dwarf picking vegetables to survive. I'm so Dwarf Fortress.
And Dumdeus and Keduk, were you going to push your rolls?
I don't know if I want to take the 2 wits damage.
Say, is that a mishap for you? Two
I think
skulls?
so, right? It says a failure equals a mishap, and then you would roll for marksmanship for each success that you got to get meter pelts. So because I have 2 failures, maybe I have 2 mishaps? What page is that on?
Oh, is any failure a
it is-
mishap?
Right now, because you have that failure, you're going to get a mishap unless you push your roll and get a success.
Yeah, but I think that with the odds, I'll be only rolling 4 dice, and regardless of whether or not I succeed, I'll still be taking some damage from it. So I don't think I'm going to push it, but just academically, I wanted to know how it would work. And I guess we should roll at least once on the mishap hunting table for one of these guys.
Yep. So you should have.
Yeah, I'm
access
gonna
to that.
push. I'm pushing then.
Okay.
I don't want to risk broken gear or some shit.
You go fishing, you can always drown.
I don't know if I have the gear required to fish, so
I don't think anybody does, actually.
damn it. I mean, no skulls on either roll though.
Skulls, but a couple of hunting mishaps.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
And yeah, you guys are, I believe, supposed to roll yourselves for the mishaps. And
I like that.
the macros should be available to you. Oh, torn clothes.
Could be a lot worse.
Oh, suddenly I also got very cold. You must roll for the effects of cold.
It's a chilly morning.
You tripped and fell into a creek and tore your clothes or something.
Where
Your
are
boots
the
got wet.
Where are the effects of cold?
Let me see here.
Effects of cold, page 111.
Thank you. You're much faster on that than I am.
Well, I'm also searching the entire document for every instance of cold.
Oh no.
The one person rolled on the fumble table. Think we needed someone else to roll too.
Oh, I did. Sorry, I didn't see the macro. I just rolled a d6 and checked the book, and it's not great.
Oh, you're the diseased guy, huh?
Yeah, I come back with like a couple rabbits or I don't know, I felled a deer or something. And I'm like, look, I have brought us food for the evening.
So what I'm thinking here is that I have to make an endurance roll. Is that what it's asking me?
Let me see. What page was that on?
111. When the cold is bitter and you don't have enough shelter, you have to roll endurance regularly. Otherwise, I don't know what it means by roll cold effects, because that is the cold effect roll. There's no table here, is what I'm saying.
I had to change it up because it keeps showing it on double pages on me. Sorry. Roll endurance regularly. The colder it is, the more frequently you need to roll. Chilly fall day. Continues on the next page. Extra
Yeah, no, but I
protection
mean,
like
read the first sentence, though.
When the cold is bitter and you don't have enough shelter, you have to roll endurance regularly. The colder it is, the more frequently you need to roll. A chilly fall day requires a roll per day. In the depths of winter, you might have to roll once every hour. It's springtime, so you will only require one endurance roll. If you fail the roll,
Yeah, that's when things get bad. Well, it's not that bad. You've given me the effect of cold before, so it's not the first time we've seen it. Although I didn't make an endurance roll that night. I think that's because I spent all night just right there in one spot.
yes.
God damn you! You know what? I'll push. I'll push my endurance. I'll take that. I'll take that damage in lieu of taking longer term damage.
You're gonna don't hurt yourself more.
This has been a bad hunting trip, guys. One of us came back sick. Well, to be fair, we don't know you're sick until the next time. Yeah.
I mean, it's whoever eats it. So.
Meanwhile, I got vegetables. We're good.
There we go.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know until you eat the food.
I think this also does show, though, that it doesn't move the skull die around.
Doesn't it? I mean, I don't know how the macro works. I know that
I'm just saying that I have a skull here. I pushed. You can see it says pushes the roll.
Oh shit! That
skull isn't there on the second. Yeah, the skull isn't there on the second one.
Okay, so there's something wrong with the roller. That kind of sucks because that would be a lot more convenient.
Yeah, because that skull isn't supposed to re-roll.
Right, it should be there. At the very least, they should subtract something from the... So maybe when we re-roll, we gotta just modify the dice pool, leave the skulls out. I mean, it's also skulls and successes. You don't have to re-roll your successes either. So I guess just make a new dice pool, modify, take the skulls and successes out, and then roll the remaining dice and just add them to the skulls and successes of the last roll.
Pointedly, he said a lot of words, but it's literally just one click.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like in this case? It could be more.
I'm saying if you had two skulls showing up, you would just go to your base and go from like a 5 to a 3. It's one click. It's not actually as much work as it seems to be.
More words than actions. But
you're not wrong.
You go hunting and foraging. Somebody comes back cold. Somebody comes back with some meat.
Well, I'm not actually cold, though. I passed on the push.
Okay.
I just come back disheveled, sort of. Wild beasts out here.
That will take a quarter of the day.
And I guess Dumdeus says, I don't know, I found just perfect meat. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
This is good.
Yeah, well, I'm not hungry yet, so I guess the point is that I don't want to have to roll it, so yeah, I'll eat that rabbit.
I did find wild mushrooms.
Yeah, does it say how much stuff you guys find while foraging?
It normally does. What does it? Maybe based on the successes, I think it says like...
Depends on the season.
And this was spring.
Modified by animal difficulty. Man, there's a lot of little parts to this.
Yeah, they really want you to come with rations.
Yes, they do. Okay, alright. You must, if you roll multiple successes on hunt, this is on the reference sheet, also from page 151. You can reroll on the hunting
foraged.
table.
They didn't hunt. They foraged.
Yeah.
So for
I'm
my
thinking about for
forage,
me.
so for example, what's the terrain and that we're in? Forest, right?
Yes. Dark
Okay.
forest.
Dark forest.
Yes.
In the morning.
Correct.
Dark forest is considered difficult terrain. -1 to forage. And it's spring, that's also -1, so it's a -2 on the roll.
Well, you both got 2 successes, right?
I rolled 2 successes, -2, so I come up with a goose egg.
Where are you getting -2 from?
-2 because it's -1 because it's spring, -1 because it's a dark forest.
Where is the dark forest modifier at?
145. Page 145.
Oh, I was on 151.
Yeah. I think we need, what I'm probably going to do is, I'm sure there's like a Game Master screen that has all this shit in there, easy. I'll see if I can find a copy of that.
Is that not a die modifier? On 145.
It might be, but I didn't know that when I rolled, so I'm just going to count it as I failed because it knocks out the 2 successes.
Well, why don't we just take off? I guess we wouldn't be able to figure out what die it would come from, would we?
Well, I'd say it probably would come from the skill, or just be a -2 modifier on it.
Well, if it came from the skill... Sorry, you were going to say something, GM?
That roll is going to stand as it is for now. We'll just
Okay.
take that into account moving forward.
Yeah, miscellaneous skill, that would be like -2, because that would be like the miscellaneous thing that we've been doing, so...
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting anybody to hunt and forage.
Well, we
This
all
was-
ran out of food. It's our
Right,
own damn
so
fault.
those would have been -2 dice, but since we're taking them as a stand, then we found 4 things of vegetables that have to be eaten today, or they'll go bad. So I suggest we just take whatever you guys found, and each of us eat some. Robert doesn't seem to like that, but,
Nah.
the look on your face, the instant change of, don't eat my goddamn food. But it's gonna go bad at the end of the
You
day.
could all... No,
I
I brought down a deer.
I'm a fat hobbit. What did you expect?
Are you
We
a
have
hobbit?
enough venison to feed us all.
Oh, well, okay. I really need to learn from that cookbook I found.
Yeah, I don't know, having a chef around here might be...
Might have been helpful, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like I said, you guys found 4 things of vegetables, and we still have to eat today, and, well, I guess we should eat now, huh?
Sure, let's eat now. Get it over with.
Don't forget to drink your water.
Yep, mark off. We'll roll for your water.
Imagine running out of water.
Oh, thank God. I have D8 for water right now, so
Yeah,
I'm
our
good.
water hasn't gone anywhere.
We have that.
Now, on those,
Don't forget
on
Klingerdin
that
and
deer,
Dumbadas. I think you're saying your name wrong.
About
I'm
food and
doing
water.
Yeah, you need drink water too.
You need to drink water. If you want some of my delicious deer, you can have some. I've got 5 meat worth of deer over here.
I think I will.
All right, you're infected.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. I'm looking up the virulence rules because my deer was sick because I did not know what I was doing.
I'm just going to make the assumption that, that we all eat the deer unknowingly.
Okay, a sickness roll. It's got
Sure.
a virulence of 3.
Sure, let's do this thing. Let's kill the whole party right now.
now,
Yes, dies to sick deer.
Come on, let's Oregon Trail this shit. Let's just all die of dysentery right now.
It is an endurance roll, so everyone rolls an opposed roll for endurance against virulence rating of the disease. It's got a virulence of 3. Does that mean 3 successes? Because that's going to be hard to beat.
I don't know, I have an endurance of 6, so I think I'm alright so far.
I am making sure.
I can't wait for our next adventuring party to come across this group of skeletons that look like they shit themselves to death.
The disease rules are on 114 for anyone who wants to check. I'm gonna roll. Oh, my endurance sucks. I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, endurance versus the virulence rating of the disease, the sickness roll.
I got nothing, but also no skulls, so I will probably take that failure.
Wow, so I guess we have to roll 3 successes or more, huh?
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
It killed us all!
I did. It was the deer. Hey, you wanted to hunt.
I did want to hunt. I didn't say I wanted to get sick deer.
I got a success.
You need 3 of them. Oh, I am 1 away!
Are 5 successes?
No, only the crossed swords. You know, I'm gonna push my endurance roll.
I'm pushing mine too, because I got 1 success.
Yeah, remember the thing, the reduced... Yeah, you don't have anything to reduce. The skull. So I need to give myself a -1 modifier for my skull, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready for the push?
I'm ready for the push. I'm going to push.
Push not going.
Damn it! Oh, it's 3 damage.
Here's the push.
Endurance is strength, right? Yeah.
No further successes or failures. I just got the 1.
I miss D&D dwarves that could eat anything.
All right, I'm going to use my true grit, spend the willpower point, and push it one more time.
There you go.
Push it good.
You mark off that willpower.
I hate that you have to reset them all, then click the ones back that remain.
Well, I think I have good news and bad news for us.
What's the good news?
Need to double check my druid shit.
All right, I'm going to spend another willpower point to push again.
Oh man, you're really going for it. So this time you roll 3 dice.
Well, oh yeah, because I have to remove my successes too.
You're right. Yeah, it's just the quirk of the dice roller. So you have 1 success so far, I think, based on your past rolls.
So one of the spells that I have can cure sickness.
Heyo.
I can't do it to myself, though. That's bad news. Also,
I figured this right.
we've already cleared, I think we said before that ingredients only give you a bonus. They're not necessary. Is that what we said before?
That is correct.
Right, so...
I'm no longer sick.
And I have plenty of willpower. I've pushed a bunch, and I've taken a lot of damage.
Look at that resilient-ass dwarf.
Lucky you, man.
Now,
So,
just to clarify on everybody, if you fail the roll, as I'm reading it, you do not immediately take damage. The day after the infection, the disease breaks, at which time you suffer 1 point of damage to both strength and agility. You can't recover your strength or agility while sick except through magic. You make another roll once per day. Each failed roll means you suffer another, point of damage to both strength and agility. If your strength is broken when sick, you die after another day if you don't get well. As soon as you
turns out I can actually
succeed-
cure myself.
As soon as you succeed
good.
at a sickness roll, you are no longer sick. Stop rolling sickness rolls and recover your attributes normally. So if I read that correct, if you make your initial sickness roll, you do not catch it. Am I correct
So
on
I've
that?
used 1 willpower and failed to cast Nature's Cure. Yeah, no, if you read that right, by the way. But that just means that the rest of us are still sick.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to cure it. I have a lot of willpower. I've taken... Well, see, I've rolled twice now that I didn't take anything for. But then I just took like 3 hits on this last willpower. I'm going to use another willpower. I'm going to try this again.
Did I gain any willpower for that craziness of True Grit?
Uh,
I feel like it should cancel, right? Because you spend a willpower to use True Grit, and then you would gain a willpower for pushing.
unless you took damage from that push. So if you
I did
spend
not.
1 to use the talent, then you gain 1 for pushing, and then you get another 1 for being damaged on that push. You would get a net of 1 point.
Well, 1 point that would spend itself, basically.
You basically, when you push, you would have gotten back the point you spent to do the talent.
That's
Okay.
cool. It
And
means that it's
then,
kind of free unless you roll skulls.
yes.
How is there a way that I can add dice to a spell cast?
If you have materials,
Right, is that the only way?
I believe so. Yes.
Alright, I'm spending another willpower trying this a third time.
Actually, because I rolled no skulls, I should also roll my True Grit, because until I roll skulls, it's free. So maybe I should try that. But I'll let you go first.
Well, my problem is I have a 1 in 6 chance, and it's not happening. I still have willpower, because god damn it, I've taken a lot of damage.
If you broke, you're down to 1 point.
Down to what?
You're down to 1 point left on what is it? Your wits.
No, I took 3 to my strength. Wits was
Okay.
what I had last session, which was cured when we rested in town. That's just that I made I made 2, no, I made 1 push before where I didn't roll any skulls at all. And then this one, where I rolled 3 skulls.
So you don't have any skill dice.
This is magic. I think the problem that we're having here is that neither you nor I actually went over this stuff in the intervening weeks.
All right. Let me see here. You're using.
See, what is overcharging? When you cast a spell, every increase a spell. Nope, that's after you roll. Unlike skills, you can never fail at casting a spell. Wait a second. No, wait, yeah, I can still fail. Never mind. That sentence is wrong on the face of it because I need a number of successes in the description of the spell itself equal to the virulence rating of the disease divided by 3, which means 1.
Your rank is 1. Your tribute is 1.
Oh, okay. I can spend more willpower points to roll more dice.
Yeah, I knew that couldn't be right with 1 die.
Well, that was because I was only using 1 willpower point. I didn't know that I could. I mean, you could just say that I spent as many as I'd already rolled in 1 roll and just count them all together, and it'd still be a fail. There's a magic mishap, by the way.
Ah, good. Yes, and you are set up for
Hooray!
that on the macro.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me do that before I keep reading.
God, this game is so deadly we can't even walk in the fucking woods.
I know. It's the cascade. I was waiting for this.
Where is it? Magic mishap. Let me put that in the
I
bar.
gotta admit, I kinda like it.
Hey man, that's what I'm here for.
Oh no, I'm suddenly very thirsty.
What gave you cottonmouth?
Anyways, water. I got water for days.
For now.
Cool.
Anyways, hold on. You wanna I'm reading this, you wanna do your infinite dwarf trick?
Yes, I'm going to now do my infinite dwarf trick. Endurance. We're going to roll it again until I run out of luck. Alright, there we go. That's the first sign of failure, and the problem with this is I would need all 3 of these to be successes. Since one is a failure and it will stick, I cannot possibly pass this roll. So we're going to end it there.
The power level of your spell must be equal to or higher. I just need to redefine what power level is again. Am I over 9,000? The number of willpower points you spend when you cast a spell is its base power level. Okay, so any of those that did not come up a skull were actual successes then.
Can I take one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
How many did I roll? 1, 2, 3. I've rolled 3. One of them was a mishap that made me real thirsty. So Madrigal got one, then I threw one at Dumdaeus. So you're cured.
You can save that one for yourself.
Well, I've got willpower. I still
want.
have willpower.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. I'll take it.
So then I'll do another roll. Spend another willpower.
Yes, you're all experience a moment of Kadok's selflessness as he tries healing all of you before himself.
It is much appreciative.
And since it wasn't a skull, though very close, it's still a power level 1 success. In case of spells, apparently getting the cross swords is overcharging, which is a different thing.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool though. So it means your willpower points are basically like magic spell slots with a potential to completely fail or to critical.
I feel
They
like
also-
I'm standing there with like arms like outstretched. Like, what is it? Still morning, guys? I think we need to take a rest. Today has been a harrowing day. What did we do?
You poisoned each other.
Yes.
It was rather spicy.
You know, the real horror of this is that even if we were to rest, we'd have to go hunting and foraging again tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Well, due to the druid's magic, I'd say we made out as best as we could hope. Perhaps we should press onwards to White Crag Witherstone? I forget.
stone.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Weatherstone, yes.
Maybe we should go back to town first.
No, we should not head back to town. I feel like if we can just survive till another rest, we'll be fine.
Alright, let's...
I'm just like 3 out of 5 strength destroyed. I have 2 strength left out of... Not in a good way.
All right. So
The good news is good thing I recovered from last time, or else I'd be dead, I think.
Also, I don't think we should enter the place yet.
We
Well,
should
I
at
was
least
gonna
go.
say-
We should at least look it over.
Well,
see.
because we might get entrenched in there into a period of time where we're not going to be able to hunt for food or anything. And since 2 of us don't have any food, we will starve to death in there. Well, we will go hungry, which will increase our effect of possibly dying.
Okay.
I will also say you started off the day hunting and foraging. You then spent the second quarter preparing food, cooking, and then I would say dealing with all of the sickness-related issues, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that is now bringing us up to sunset.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Let's do this. I'll share out my rations to those who are out of rations.
How many
That's
rations do
definitely
you
the
have?
first thing.
Are you at D8 in rations?
I'm at D8, yeah.
Which means
so
you
I
can share it to one person. And
I shared it with somebody, yeah.
yeah, well, there's 2 people here which don't have any.
Okay, for some reason I thought D8 felt like more. But you're right. So, okay. Well, that at least would cover one person's ration issue. I guess, yeah, now we're at that point where, like, part of our day is going to be dedicated to finding food. A chef would be good to have.
Oh, if only we had seen this coming. If only.
It's a learning experience. Much like Torchbearer, it takes several sessions to fully grasp the system.
I have a lot less complaints about this system. I might be super vocal about a bunch of shit, but I have less complaints.
I'm having a ball. I like it.
This has been great. I love it. If we
I'm enjoying it. Fun.
If we do die of dysentery, that'll be hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was going to say, with this terrain, you could travel to if you travel to Weatherstone, it would then be nighttime, and you would still be setting up your camp, which means you would end up, I believe, resting at dawn. However, that would only have you traveling once today, so you would not be required any endurance rolls for exhaustion.
Right, but again, if we get there and something is there, and a bunch of us have no food.
But you have eaten today.
No, when by the time we get there and have made camp, it will be a different day.
Yes.
Okay, here's a plan. Pivot, right? Head back to the hollows, stop to hunt along the way, get pelts, and then sell them at the hollows, buy rations, come back, try again.
Pelts
what do
are
you
worth
think?
what?
I didn't check.
They're...
Oh, so is one of you a tanner?
Nope.
The talent tanner?
No.
So those pelts are worthless.
Oh, come on.
That's what you need a tanner for.
Oh, come on. Okay, so it sounds to me like we just need to forge ahead and maybe lose some people along the way.
Just like real life.
Just like the good old days, which I am comfortable with, but unless someone can see an angle here that would get us our resources back without just breaking even.
Okay, here's
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Making your way through all those worries sure would help a lot.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of the next line too. Clingerton, how much rations do you have?
D6.
So you had nothing to share. Marigold has none. I have none. Domdeus has basically
D8.
2. Yeah. So he has the one for himself, and he can share with one. Look, guys, I am a large dude who's trained warrior. This dude's a bard. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the wagon here.
It sounds like that's exactly what you're trying to do.
I just cured you of all of your diseases that the other guy brought, and this guy's a bard.
That is a better argument.
I'm just saying, if we're going to play the straw game, some of us do bring stuff to the table.
Well, we can have this conversation when hunger strikes, no?
Oh, I'm trying to get it out while we're still rational and not crazed by the oncoming death.
When everybody's hangry.
I mean, that is a rational thing. But yeah. I mean, the problem is that Domdeus is kind of a pessimist, so he would see your point. He's like, it's true. We will likely succumb quickly.
Not me. I'll just shank you all and leave.
See? You heard him.
Not
While
literally.
your honesty is refreshing, little one, I perhaps best keep those thoughts to oneself.
I also want to remind that he ran away from a small child.
I did.
Only for realizing that the village got blown up by magical means.
Yeah, but he
So-
really focused on the small child after that.
I did. Are we actually going into Weatherstone at this point?
I think that's probably, even though it might be one of the worst decisions, it is still one of the only options. So I don't know.
I guess forward momentum is better than dying in the camp.
Right? Like, typically we could hike back to town and we'll probably deal with the same issues of hunger and thirst on our way back. Even if we found a way to make money at the town, we would just get rations, which could also get depleted on our way back to Weatherstone. We could come back here in a worse situation, in a worse position than we're already at, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure. Better one person comes back with everybody else's equipment than
Right.
somebody else.
This is kind of a suicide mission anyway. It's like those of us who survive will have more shares of loot to spend, and we can buy all the rations we want.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I guess continue on to Weatherspoons.
All right. Somebody wants to move that token over.
Well, we have to make the roll, right? The leading the way and scout. So we've never been there before.
Carry on my wayward son.
I'll take this, oh god, scouting roll.
No
keep watch.
successes on leading the way. You know what? Willpower's been good to me today. I'll push.
Push.
Cool, it's weird.
Huh,
It's
okay.
weird, these rolls.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a mishap
Alright.
on the leading the way one, if you want to get that ready.
All right.
Ooh, and I will also push.
Cool, dying
And
today.
still no successes. Alright.
All right, you want me to scout?
I think it's one person.
Only one person can.
Only-
So
all right, never mind.
we've both failed both of the things we're responsible for.
Yeah.
This
And I
half for
take
the
some wits
scouting,
damage.
you simply would not see anything that was coming. You want to roll on the mishap? There we go.
Not a bad one.
Okay.
That won't be me rolling might.
Oh no, well, shit, I am 3 down out of my total 5 strength. But I had a skill in the thing too. Hold on. Yeah, I'm still 5 and move, so I guess that's still me.
I'm 6 and might. Oh, I'm 6 and move. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
in a
go
way-
for it. If you want to take the risk, you take the risk.
I'll do it.
And it just says one must roll. It doesn't say everybody.
Oh wait, it says anyone who rolls successfully can help. Oh well, you got a
Doesn't
success. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Climbed up and around
Why did
that.
I only
That
roll
was
3
nothing.
dice? I mean, I've got 6 in it.
Did you clear the dice pool?
Oh, I did not. Let me reroll that.
Does the you mean everyone?
That's what I was trying to read.
Yeah, because the second
do-
half is the one that's making me think that anyone who rolls successfully can help. Same way we did the quicksand, I think.
So you would all have to make the roll.
Can do.
Right, so
Can
Klingerden can now help the next person, which I suggest be me, since I have the next most dice, so that then the 2 of us can help.
This is all.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like one person climbing up the rocks is helping the person behind him.
Right.
Yep.
So I do my move, and then I add a... Why does it say custom roll? Hold on, clear. Check. Come on, clear. Alright, move, and then +1 from Klingerden. Alright, that's a success. And then the next person has +2, and I think +2 is the cap on help, right?
I believe so, correct.
So you two now have a +2 on yours as we help you along.
It's might or move.
I'll need it.
or
Yeah.
both.
And I suck at both.
I actually have good might. So do you want to do that +2 on what's his face first? On
Doesn't matter.
I think it'll be the same +2 for both of us, because
Alright.
2 is the cap. My question is, what happens if one of us fails this roll? Do
Oh,
we get left behind?
You take damage and we don't move.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
If you both
Alright.
pass, we'll move into Weatherstone. If one of you fails, we don't move and you take damage.
Alright, I'll do my might with the +2, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm going to be the one that holds us back. I can feel it. I'm sorry.
I got my 1 success, so it's on you.
All right, here we go. I'm using move
+2.
with +2. So when we add these, are we adding them as like gear or?
I was adding him a skill.
Yeah, miscellaneous skill, so the red die.
Nada. So I guess I'll push.
You got no skulls.
Well,
Oh,
you
man.
called it at least.
Still nothing. Yeah, I called my shot. Okay. What kind of damage am I taking?
Strength.
Believe it is 1 point. Let me see.
Yeah, 1 point to damage to strength.
And these are held up.
bones don't move like they once did. Ah!
And must roll again.
My leg! Damn it!
Oh,
Okay.
so we don't make any progress anyway, but you have to roll again.
Great. I am racking up the willpower. Ooh, I guess I could be spending this shit for my dwarven. Sorry. Can I use True Grit on this one? Because I didn't roll any skulls anyway.
Yes. Let me change it back to sunset.
That True Grit's saving lives right now.
Hey, a success.
Huzzah!
All right, my dwarven grit. I don't give up.
All right, so that will allow you to move on to Weatherstone.
No, actually, we don't move, regardless.
So it will now move on to nighttime,
It's the quicksand incident all over again.
right?
Can't get out of this fucking area.
You know, I think we should just sleep. We should probably just sleep.
Let's make camp.
I believe if you try and sleep without making any kind of camp, you will have to roll for cold.
I'll make a camp. Survival, right?
Yes, and
Does
that'll
anybody
put
wanna-
you till dawn.
Is anybody
and then you'll
willing to
rest
help?
it off.
Anybody willing to help with that?
Just take a +2.
I am willing to help.
I got one.
There you go.
And then
But
at
once
dawn,
again-
it's time to rest.
Yep.
God, I hope there's rolls that change it from 6 to 5 and 6 at least.
So at dawn, we rest, which takes it to...
What is it, midday now?
Midday. No.
Morning? I don't know. I gotta look at
No,
the
that would be
actual-
midday, wouldn't it? That would be right. There's only 4 quarters in the day, so...
It would be
Right.
morning,
Daytime.
daytime.
Evening, nighttime. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's daytime now.
daytime.
We slept through the morning.
And
So
you're
be sure
waking
to
up,
heal yourselves.
Yup.
and you have not eaten yet today.
Now, but we got time to raid
Correct.
Weatherstone of its rations.
You're
Ah,
assuming there's
yes.
rations.
I
there.
hope there's some sort of statue in there that holds everlasting rations in it. I don't know what gave me that idea.
Of course.
All meat like Castlevania.
Yeah, sure. That must have been where Rob got that too.
Stop with that. It was in the fucking adventure path, alright?
Yeah, but I didn't read it. You did.
All right.
Alright, so afternoon, midday, whatever, lead the way and scout again.
All right.
Who's scouting?
Oh, I'm leading the way, so...
And
I've
resting.
been failing these.
You do get your tributes back while you rested.
Come on! Okay, I'm gonna push.
Oh, God.
I'm good at this, I swear!
The thrilling adventure of Forbidden Lands, where we're stymied by one area of the forest.
All right, that's another damage.
The 6s, they're just so hard to hit.
Hold on. You mark down that willpower.
We're really lost today. Look at that.
I'm push it.
Yeah, we're also starving today, so hopefully.
Hey, successes. Okay.
With a skull.
With a skull, right, thank you. So I do take scouting as wits, I suppose, and I'll take a wits damage.
God damn.
No more progress, but also everyone has to make those endurance checks.
Yay!
I don't know how they died, but they were miserable bastards the whole way through.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
Wow, against all odds, one success.
Yes, success.
So if I push, I have 2 skulls. That means that's 2 failures on my strength for endurance, right?
That's
Yeah, you'll
damage
take
to your
the
strength.
Do I really want to do that?
Well, I mean, you're gonna be taking damage to your strength if you succumb to cold, so it's gonna be worse.
I'll just take the cold damage. So what's the strength damage on that?
The cold damage, hold on, let me bring it up. Cold. All right, you immediately take 1 point of damage to your strength and your wits as the cold seeps into your body and makes the blood run slower to your brain. You are unable to think clearly.
I'll take it for now.
Let me see. You can even hallucinate, causing you to act irrationally. The next quarter day, you will have to roll again to see if you are still cold. And you cannot recover strength or wits until you are no longer cold.
Oh, good.
So, we don't make any progress this quarter day, which means that evening, right? we can try again. Are we down to keep trying to go to Weatherstone this evening?
I'm down for it if we could actually make it.
We gotta get there,
It would be
guys.
funny. Yeah, it
gotta
would be
do it
funny
this
if we
time.
died outside of the actual adventuring site.
I was about to say, if I was a player, my choice would be to move on because I would be damned if I was going to die in this hex.
It's so hilarious how easy it was to get right at the foot of Weatherstone last time, and now... There we
my
go.
God. Yes.
Give us that scout.
Please scout well.
My wits is damaged. Clingerton, take it away.
Yes.
And if you could all excuse me for just a... Well, actually, wait until the roll comes up, then I'll say we'll do a quick intermission. There you
That
go.
is
We
a
got it.
success.
All right. So we finally move on to Weatherstone at dark. If we want to take a quick 10 minutes.
Alright.